Hello again, everyone. Mark Macomb, Macomb County Executive, Deputy John Paul Red. Just giving you a quick little update, if we could, about what's going on with COVID here in Macomb County. No different than, I guess, the past several weeks or past several months. There's a big challenge right now with the uptick that we're seeing, in particular dealing with our hospitals and their ability to cope with this, meaning handle people that are coming in as far as patients. They're a little bit concerned as far as capacity and availability of beds. Once again, forewarning people following the CDC guidelines, which I see a lot of people doing, by the way. I see a lot of people actually wearing the masks in and around areas, social distancing. We know it's a challenge for some of our businesses. We just did something here today to try to help support our businesses. But again, we're trying to get people to be mindful of what's going on and go in to MakeMacomb.com about some of the things going on in the county, but MacombGov.org for information to make sure they understand the numbers, statistics, and the data and the science that we see here in Macomb County.
Mark, we're laser focused and we're going to be persistent with regards to our response to COVID. Clearly right now it's about testing and the information that people need if they feel that they've come in contact with the disease or if they know that they have symptoms. Again, all that information available through MacombGov.org. I think a tremendous amount of credit goes to the health department and our testing site that we have in Macomb County. In November alone, 137,000 tests county-wide throughout the county. Those are huge numbers, but the fact that we were able to get information to those individuals across the county, whether or not they were positive, they were negative, what's the next steps, how it works into the contact tracing, all the stuff that we've got going on. Our team's ready, they're here for the challenge and prepared for what the next step is and the announcement that we're going to have later this week.
And people have the information. Information is at their fingertips. People understand the issues. They realize what's going on. We are seeing more people following the CDC guidelines, yet we know there's still this, if you will, community spread that's going on. So, shutting down the restaurants, hasn't really changed anything over the past several weeks. We're waiting for an announcement to figure out what's going on today, if there's going to be extension on that. So here in Macomb County, our focus once again is to work with our residents and as well our businesses to try to figure out how do we keep them safe. And again, as I always say, you need to make sure you're keeping you and your family safe, because you have all that information and available to you to do just that. So fortunately, we just made an announcement today about our Shop Local campaign. Gave out 20, if you will, 20 $150 gift certificates to people that participated in that, and $21,000 gift certificate to some of our independent retailers here in Macomb County. Even though today it ended and it was finalized, those winners were announced, we still want people to shop local and help out our independent retailers because of the challenge we're seeing. And again, it is that time of year. There's still many shopping days until Christmas, so we're trying to encourage people to help out our businesses here in Macomb County.
Mark, again, celebrating that through MakeMacomb.com. All that information readily available in one click away through MacombGov.org. It's a perfect opportunity for folks to get out in safe environments, engage their local retailers, and really support the community in this time of need right now.
Especially our restaurants.
Absolutely.
They're the ones that are probably suffering the most and really having the biggest challenge. Even our, obviously, the entertainment theaters, some of the sports complexes, but get out there and help if you could, some of our restaurants. And one of the biggest bargains in town that some people don't realize, and one of my favorites, is the actual annual Huron-Clinton Metropolitan Park Pass. I know they're up for sale right now. You can actually just go to one of the parks. You can just go to Stony Creek. You can go to Lake St. Clair Metro Park, Metro Beach, for those of us that understand Metro Beach, like I still call it. You can go there and just kind of go to the front office and purchase one. It is a great stocking stuffer, great gift idea. Again, it's only $35 for an annual park pass, and especially with all the COVID and issues that we're seeing right now, what a great place to go and kind of recreate and social distance. So the park passes are available, and if you're a senior citizen, it's only $24, as a matter of fact. It's a discount for seniors, $24 annual pass, $35 for someone else that might want to purchase one. But what a great gift idea that is as well. And John Paul sits on the actual, if you will, Huron-Clinton Metropolitan Parks Authority board. And so he knows those things are available, and what a great asset that is for us here in Macomb County. Great gift idea.
Yeah, it's a great gift idea, incredible stocking stuffer, and it also gives you an opportunity. Just pull up your phone, type in Metro Parks in your search bar, and it'll come up as one of the first links and clicks where you can go, and you can even get them online too. So great opportunity not only to connect with the community, and as Mark highlighted, it's one of the best deals in town because as many times as you want to go there throughout the year, it's right there at your fingertips.
Yeah, so we're fortunate here in Macomb County to have those Metro Parks in and around our area, as well as obviously the businesses that support what goes on with our economy here in this county. But our health department, going back to the issues of what we're doing as far as testing, and JP alluded to earlier, some announcement we're making at the end of this week is going to be specific about testing indoors. And so we have the outdoor site that we provide here in Macomb County on Rose Street. That's going to change. and sometime next week we're going to be making a transformation. So Friday we're going to be making an announcement. We're going to let the media aware of it, where it's going to be an indoor drive-through site that we've identified. And Friday we're going to firm up that agreement with this location so that we can go ahead and use this site starting Monday as a location for people to go through, but one that they're not going to have to be outdoors and deal with. And we're going to invite some of our partners from the north, meaning St. Clair County and possibly Lapeer County, to come down, talking about where we're headed next when it comes to the actual vaccination. We know the vaccines are coming. How it's going to be dispersed is going to be totally up to the federal government and the state. Those tiered structures, healthcare workers, first responders, elderly patients, some of the congregative care facilities, there are going to be some, if you will, vaccines available to them. How is that going to be, how is that going to be administered? How is it going to be run? We're going to talk a little bit from our perspective on Friday, and we're going to have some of our partners to the north coming on down to talk about how they're going to do it and how we may coordinate some efforts and working together. But that announcement will be Friday at a little press conference that we're going to have somewhere locally here. So I don't want to get too far ahead of that, but our health department's standing by, ready to continue providing not only the testing, but get ready to administer the vaccines.
Mark, it's been a dynamic and fluid conversation. Not only locally have we responded to the need on the testing side and evolving that system so we can best serve the public. And as we're moving into the colder months, we wanted to make sure that we had options available to not only ensure that our staff were doing it in the most safe environment, but as those individuals came and engaged us, that those opportunities were going to be there. The other thing on the vaccination side, again, as we get more information from the feds as far as the guidelines from the CDC, how that's going to work on the disbursement with the state DHHS, and ultimately the allocation that we get and what we're going to be able to provide to that tiered protocol that we're going to get. We're ready. Our team is prepared, and once we get the definitive protocol, we're ready to move on any and all those strategies. A tremendous amount of credit goes to Bill Redill and the whole health department team here within the county.
Yeah, people are getting the impression that we're going to be deciding who has to take one, who doesn't have to take one. That's not happening at the county health department level. That's not what's going on. If there's somebody that's required to take it, it's based on some other licensing or requirement by state statute or state law and or the federal government. So there is no standard as to forcing people to take this, but administering it based upon the tiered level that is given to us and the allotment that we're given will be transmitted, the information to the public, and we'll make ourselves available to go ahead and vaccinate. There may be some of the private entities doing that as well. You may have hospitals doing it for their own. You may have some of the pharmacies doing it as well. But here in Macomb County, we're going to let people know what we have available and who's available to come in and get that vaccine. But again, it's not just going to be once we get it, anybody who shows up, first come, first serve. That's not how this is going to work. But we'll make sure the public is acutely aware of where we stand and what we know, and even what we don't know. We'll get that information to you as well. So with that, we're very fortunate here in the county to have an incredible health department that really does understand us and is going to lead us. So more information this Friday at a little press conference we're going to have, again, with our counterparts to kind of be more specific, if you will. So, and in the meantime, as you can tell, we've kind of moved our location here from our Comtech site. There's some renovations that are going on over there, much needed, to help us with the further communications to get information out to the public. So with that, we decided to use the lobby at the first floor of the county building here in Macomb County. Kind of a neat little setting here.
A little festive.
Tree.
Yeah, a little more festive.
JP and I'd like to take credit for it, for wrapping these beautiful presents and for putting the tree up. We did not.
No.
They had a lot of staff here that kind of helped out with that. But still, I guess it's a reminder to keep people in somewhat of the festive spirit. The holidays and being with family is still so important. We know we spend a lot of time with our family, I guess, lately. Sometimes that can be a bit challenging. But during the holidays, we still want people to enjoy it the best they can in a safe fashion. So on behalf of JP, myself, and the rest of us here in the county, we want to continue to remind you to keep you and your family safe.